So then I looked over and I saw Braxton on the ground. They got really physical with us.
Came over and he jumped on the box, smashed it.
So we were like, we're not playing with the boys.
The boys came over with this rock and threw the rock at Allie. Today we're going to be telling you a story.
It's all true stuff that happened to us.
So we're going to give you all the little details. It was at school at Excel. It took place. So we were doing our own thing, and we were playing at Loose Parts.
Loose Parts is basically a little fun thing that we do most times on Mondays at Excel.
Corner play structure or something, and the boys like to make forts there, and we liked to make music. We had our side of the play structure, and they had theirs.
We only had about 10 things, and they had all the rest of the things in the bin, counting the bin, and they were basically just making a little fort while we were doing some music or just kind of playing around with it. So this one guy, he comes over and he takes one of our things. So we were like, okay, can you give that back? It was a funny joke.
But they didn't.
We're playing with that. Can you give it back? And they were like, no, you weren't. It was just sitting there.
They wouldn't give it back, so we ran over and we got it back ourselves. And then they got a little mad at us. So they came over and since we were doing a little band thing, drums, like we had a drum, so we used a box or like a container. And one boy came over, and while everyone was stealing our stuff, he came over and he jumped on the box, smashed it, like it broke because it was a plastic box. And all of our stuff was halfway gone, so we ran over and we got the stuff back, and then they kept taking it back, and the leader was like, stop taking their stuff, and we were like, sorry, but that was our stuff, and then the leader was like, you guys need to share.
Like, we were going to get our stuff back, and then the leader thought we were taking their stuff, so we explained it to the leader, and she just kind of said, okay, well then no one gets this stuff, or you can share it and play all together. So we were like, we're not playing with the boys.
So they ended up like, we don't want to hang out with you either, so they gave us back our stuff.
So then when they were coming over to get our stuff, we were like getting kind of upset with them. They got really physical with us.
This is what happened. We decided the box was kind of broken, but we had enough parts that we had the lid, and we put everything under the lid, and then Allie sat on it. I think Allie sat on it. Who sat on it?
Allie.
And the boys came over with this rock and threw the rock at Allie, and it's not like a little pebble, it's like the size of a soda can.
Actual rock.
Like the size of like a bubbly or soda can.
Yeah.
And they threw it, and Allie jumped away, and it couldn't have hit her if she stayed there. And she ran away from it, and they took the lid off, and they stole all of our stuff, and the leader's talking to her leader friends. And then I run after one of the boys, and then he pushed me to the ground, and then he kind of pushed me to the ground, and then he started kicking me.
Well, he kind of, they were over there, so I didn't see what was going on at that point. So I was dealing with all the boys taking our stuff, and I was grabbing it back from them, with someone kicking her, and one of the boys kicking her, and I started going over there, and I kicked him once, and the leader saw and got mad at me and the girls.
Yeah.
But they didn't get mad at the boys because they didn't see what they did. Yeah, and then the boys against every single girl, even outside of Excel.
We were all gathered up, and then me shaking all the dust off me because I was being kicked, and the leader, first thing she did was stare at us. And, well, that's when it happened. Don't forget to like,
Subscribe,
and share, post notifications.